Let's see the comparison of series and parallel. So in my last videos I have explained the types of combinations, series and parallel separately. Now let's see the comparison. So this is most like a shortcut to remember the both. That's why we are taking the comparison of series and parallel. So here series, I have connected a battery. Let's take this as a battery. So this is just a cell representation. I am telling you this as a battery. So let's take a cell that is connected in series, positive, negative, positive, negative. So series is more like an end-to-end connection, whereas parallel here, positive, negative, positive. All positives are connected to positive and all negatives are connected to negative. So this is positives, all positives are connected to positive, all negatives are connected to negative. So in series, if this resistor is having some damage means, then the circuit is open circuit. Current will not be able to flow from one terminal to another terminal. This is the main disadvantage of series, whereas in parallel, if there is a damage in R2, still the current will be flowing, because let's take this is damaged. Okay, I'm just closing this. I'm just closing this resistor. Okay, so here positive, the circuit is still having its path to move from one terminal to another terminal. Positive, negative. If I am closing this, then still it is having path. Whereas if series, if I close this, is there any path to complete the circuit, or for the current to flow from one terminal to another terminal? So this is main disadvantage, whereas for parallel that becomes the advantage. This is the reason in our homes also all the appliances are connected in parallel, not in series. If are connected in series, if any one bulb goes off now, then the entire home will have a power cut. Whereas in parallel, if one bulb will go off, then even we have still other appliances that are working. Okay. So here I am just writing disadvantage. Any damage in one of the resistors, one of the components, can switch off the circuit. Whereas advantages, any damage in any of the components, no, don't take the cell into account, because if cell is damaged, then there is no flow of current. Okay, I'm just talking about the resistors. Any damage in any of the components will not affect the flow of current. And one more thing, ammeter is always connected in series, because current is always the same. Current remains the same all over the circuit. If let's take 5 ampere of current is flowing through now, even R1 will also have a current of 5 ampere and R2 also will have the current as 5 ampere. But as in parallel, only voltage is same. For this reason only we are connecting voltmeter in parallel. So here, if this cell is having voltage V now, then resistor 1 is also having V and resistor 2 is also having V voltage. And now the second thing is, total voltage in the circuit gets add up. So since I am taking two resistors, we can stop with here. Whereas here, total current in the circuit gets added up, plus and so on. So here I have taken as small I, so can write I is equals to small I1 plus I2. Okay, wow. And then here, then the equivalent resistance is equals to R1 plus R2 plus and so on. So 2 means you will stop here. Whereas here, equivalent resistance R is, so instead of taking R, you have to take the reciprocal. 1 by R is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus and so. So this is a comparison of series and parallel. If you remember these basic points, then you will be able to attempt the question on the series and parallel even when asked individually. Okay, thank you.